Hello, 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 everybody. I am Kanisha, the Beauty CPA Coleman, and I help beauty entrepreneurs save money with tax planning and CFO services. So it has been maybe, I haven't talked to you guys like in a couple of weeks now because I talked to you the last week of October. Then it was election week, not day, not couple days, but like whole week, right? And now we have today. So I am glad to be back. Um, Good to be here, to be with all of you. So yep. I'm gonna let folks just roll on in. I'm gonna say hi to some folks. Oh, you heard the podcast today with Lashpreneur. Oh, great. Oh, I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. Hey Dana, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Hi, the YCPA. Fellow CPA here. Hey now. um, so yeah, I am glad to be back. Like I said, we took like a 1 week, maybe 10-day break. But I am back and good to be with you all. I am going to first do like some housekeeping items because we got like some catching up to do. Anything new you got to tell me, go ahead and drop that in the comments. It'd be great to hear updates from everybody. I hope you all snagged that. I think over the election week, I threw a 46% off sale for election week for the tax planning guide that I have for beauty entrepreneurs. I hope you all got the opportunity to get your hands on that. It came out when you take 46% off of $47, it came out to $25.38, which was a steal, especially when you think about how much money you can save off using some of the tax strategies in that guide. So, if you didn't get to get it on sale, $47 is the regular price. That's still a deal because just one of those tax strategies in that guide will save you thousands of dollars. So keep that in mind. I do have a new freebie. I do have a new freebie out that I'm very, very excited to talk to you guys about. One of the questions that I get a lot from beauty entrepreneurs, this isn't even just like a beauty entrepreneur thing. This is a small business owner thing, but I specifically serve beauty entrepreneurs. So one question I get a lot is, they'll say like, hey Kanisha, I just really want to know what I should be doing, right? Like, what are my responsibilities? What am I supposed to be doing from a financial, accounting, tax perspective in my small business? Like, is there like a master list somewhere, right? And there's a bunch of guides out, but they really wanted something just concise, a resource that they could use and have in their business to know, kind of like a checklist or an SOP of what they should be doing. Well, I have created just that, right? If you visit the first link in my bio, you're gonna see my new freebie. It's the beauty business roadmap for beautypreneurs. Okay. And what that is a checklist, and it's going to go through, in general, the regulatory, accounting, and tax responsibilities you should be aware of for your beauty business. So go ahead and check that out. It's 5 pages. Two of the pages are the cover and then notes. So, you're gonna see on the title it says like it's 23-point checklist. Some of that stuff may or may not be applicable to you, and that's okay. For example, you're gonna see something on that checklist that talks about sales tax. Well, if you don't sell a product yet, that doesn't apply to you. But it is very thorough, and it's something that you want to keep and use in your business just to make sure you're checking off all the things that you need to be doing from a legal, accounting, and tax perspective. Okay, guys, so check that out. It's the first link in my bio. Secondly, secondly, I'm very, very excited about this. I don't know if you guys saw one of my latest posts, but I have introduced my Black Friday invitation to you all. You all have an invitation to my Black Friday event, okay? That's what is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be in a couple of weeks. Tuesday, November the 24th. And it's going to unveil a very, very special offer that I've been working on for you guys, okay? It's going to answer a lot, maybe all of the questions that you guys have been hitting me up in the DMs with, or dropping in comments on my posts, or answering some of my posts. It's going to address all of that. But you won't know what it is unless you come, to my Black Friday event in 2 weeks. So please RSVP for that virtual event. You're going to see that in the second link in my bio. You can go ahead and put your name on the guest list, and then you will get the invitation to register for the event. So I'm very excited about that. It's going to be phenomenal. You're going to love it. Trust me. Okay. So I won't hold you guys any longer. I know it's late. I'm in the Midwest, so I'm on Central Time, but I know my East Coasters is late over there. So we're going to get into today's content. Today's content is about operating your small beauty business like a Fortune 500. Like a Fortune 500 company. I want you guys to operate like a Fortune 500 company. And let me clarify that, okay? Let me clarify that for a second. I do not mean that you should have some large team, right? It's not what I mean. I don't mean that you need to go hire a ton of people, a ton of assistants to do, whatever. I don't mean that you need to have a ton of systems or SOPs, half of that you're not even going to follow anyway, because it may be just you. That's not what I mean. I don't mean have a ton of overhead, right? I don't mean have a ton of overhead. I actually think you should keep your overhead as low as you possibly can. So that is not what I mean when you think, when I say operate like a Fortune 500. And I don't mean go spend tons of money on miscellaneous things you're not even sure that you actually need, but maybe somebody told you. That's not what I mean when I say operate like a Fortune 500. There are five things I mean when I mean operate like a Fortune 500, and I'm going to go through all of those. I want to just put a disclaimer out there. This will maybe be my first live heart-to-heart. I've had heart-to-heart with you all before, maybe through a post, through a story. This may be my first live heart-to-heart. And I do not mean to offend anybody or piss anybody off, but I love me some beauty entrepreneurs. You have personally made a huge impact on my life and many others that I know. I'm going to just go there just for a second, how important beautypreneurs are. See, like a lot of people think, like I know when some of my family members or friends or colleagues, when they hear how much I spend on hair or makeup or nails or whatever, they think it's frivolous. They think it's just aesthetics, no pun intended. But they think it's just for show, for looks. They don't understand it's a feeling. Is that when I go to work or go into a meeting or go to a networking event or go out with my husband or wherever I'm going, and I look my best, hair, nails, skincare, makeup, lashes, brows, removing facial hair. I ain't ashamed, but removing facial hair. It makes me feel good. And if I feel good, I'm performing good. If I feel good, I am performing at my very best. And because of that, all these other rewards are coming my way as well. Not just to me, but to those who have to deal with me in life, okay? If I look a hot ass mess, now I'm self-conscious. Now I'm in my head. Now I don't feel my best. Now I'm insecure. And I'm going to act insecure. I'm going to think insecure. I'm going to make insecure moves. So when I tell you that the job that you do is important, not just how you make someone look, but it's how you make them feel, and then how they perform because they feel awesome. So you're very important. And that's why I chose beautypreneurs. I could have specialized in anything. I could have did real estate. I could have did tech. I could have did e-commerce. Could have did anything. I chose beauty entrepreneurs very, very specifically for a reason, because I know the impact that you all have on my life on a daily basis. Daily basis. Okay? Because of that, I love y'all. And because of that, that's why I'm going to come and I'm going to give you the hard truth when it comes to your business. So that's my disclaimer. So let's go there. Okay. When I say operate like a Fortune 500, number one, I know that you love your craft and you love what you do. I know it's an art, but that is not a business in itself. Just because you know how to get rid of some acne, do some hair, nails, whatever your art is, just because you're great at it, that alone does not make it a business. Number one, you need to have your business set up as a business. Okay? Your business needs to be set up as a business. Hey, Project Queen Mag, we just getting into it. You came right in at the good part. Okay? You need to set your business up as a business. What I mean by that is, one, no reason you should be a sole proprietor. You need an LLC. No reason why you shouldn't have an EIN. And some people say this is what I get all the time. Oh, I'm small. It's just me. I'm new. I just graduated. What I'm saying to you is, if you intend to have a business, you're not just freelancing as a beautypreneur, but you intend to be in business. You go out into the world and you say, I own my own business. I am a business owner. You need a LLC and an EIN, not a sole proprietor. You can't find anywhere that says this is the threshold you must be to be an LLC or have an EIN. That doesn't exist because it's not a fact. Please stop listening to your cousins, your aunties, your colleagues, people you graduated with. Stop listening to them when they say you don't need that because you're this small or you're new or you just graduated. Don't listen. You need to have an EIN and an LLC. The LLC alone is going to give you certain legal protections. Without it, you wide open. Anybody can come sue you, take your business stuff and your personal stuff. So if you're going to say you're a business owner, you got your own beauty business, get an LLC, get an EIN. That's acting like a Fortune 500. Let me tell you, when I was in corporate America and we would create companies for whatever reason, the entity would have $0, 0 employees. It would have nothing. It was just a shell. They would have an EIN and an LLC though. They would have it. And I worked at a Fortune 100. Get an LLC and an EIN. Number two, when you want to operate like a Fortune 500, you need to have a financial strategy. What I mean by that is, know the ways you're going to make money. Have a budget and have financial goals. We're not opening businesses just to be opening business. If we wanted to just live paycheck to paycheck, get a W-2 job. Get a W-2 job. Go work at a salon or a spa where they give you a W-2. Because you don't have to have a financial strategy, ways in which you make money, and follow a business budget and analyze how you performed from month to month. If you won't do none of that, go get a W-2 job. Better yet, call yourself a freelancer. Be an independent contractor that works for a bigger spa or a bigger salon where they do all that. I bet you they doing that. Have a financial strategy. Know how you gonna make that money. First of all, you gotta know what you want to make. And dream big. Don't go small, because if you're going small, there will be no motivation to work toward the goal. None. So dream big, make a financial goal. Create a budget around that goal and know how you going to make the money. Now, if the pandemic ain't taught us nothing else, it taught us to have more than one way to make money. And that second way, it needs not to require our time. It needs to be something that can be passive in nature, virtual in nature, so you don't have to be in somebody's face to deliver. If you didn't learn that from the pandemic, I'm not even saying you didn't learn it. You learned it. You may not have done anything about it yet, but you definitely learned there needs to be more than one way you can make money that does not require you being face to face to your client. Because I know it was hard. Right? It was hard getting through them first 6 to 9 months. Beauty industry was hit hard. Everybody didn't go down though. Some people did better, actually. Some people actually did better. Why? Because they have more than one way to make money that did not require a ton of their time or being in front of their client. Okay? So again, make a budget, make financial goals, and then know how you're going to make that money. Create additional revenue streams. Now, again, number 3, Fortune 500. How are we going to act like them? Now that we have the budget and the financial goal, now we got to measure our performance. You can make a plan all day. It ain't nothing if you don't follow it, though. Like it's nothing. It means nothing if you do not follow it. You can make a budget all day, but if you still gonna just, let money come and go out the business all willy-nilly without accounting for it, what was the budget for? If you're not gonna look at the numbers and analyze them from month to month to know whether you're doing better or worse, what was the point of the goal? We ain't trying to budget just to be cute. So please do like the Fortune 500 do and measure your financial performance. Look at your budget and see how you're doing month to month to month. If you're doing good, great. If you're doing good, please identify where in your business caused you to do so good. Where? Like if you did better, like lean more into whatever caused you to make more money. Now you're doing worse, you got to figure out why. What happened? What happened? You got to course correct. You got to be agile and course correct, because you don't want to keep that happening month to month. That's why we need to look at the numbers month to month. So if something is going bad, you can catch it before it blow up your whole budget, your whole financial goal. All right. Number 4, acting like the Fortune 500. Be in compliance with laws and regulations. What I mean by that is, hey, we know we got to pay taxes. We know we do. It's life. Nothing is for certain in life but death and taxes. I don't know who said it, but y'all know it's the same. You know you got to pay taxes. So file your tax return. Some people say, well, Well, I ain't know. Yes, you did. Tax return it's not a new concept. It's been around for forever, since at least the 1800s. You know you got to pay a tax return every year, every single year. Why are you shouldn't not be filing, and you shouldn't be filing late. You should not be filing. And another thing, y'all need to start paying your estimated taxes. Now, here's some of the things I've been getting lately. This is a trend, okay? Well, my cousin said, don't worry about it. Just pay it all at the end of the year. Cousin, huh? Unless your cousin is a CPA or an accountant or some type of registered certified tax professional, you should not be taking advice from your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your mom. Love moms, love pops. But don't be taking advice from these folks that ain't got to pay the penalty at the end of the year like you do, because you didn't pay into the system quarter like you're supposed to. You are self-employed. You own your own company. It is a law that you have to pay in quarterly. Please, guys, let's start doing that. Then some people say, well, I didn't make a ton of money. That's fine. Send in a percentage of whatever you made. That way, come the end of the year, you don't have to pay this large lump sum. And if you pay over, you'll get it back as a refund. As a matter of fact, you know what I want? I want y'all to start rolling over y'all refunds to the following year. That's what I want. So that every year the tax bill gets easier to deal with. It's like prepaying your taxes almost. Regardless of what you choose to do, you're supposed to file quarterly. So file quarterly. When you don't, you get a penalty. Why pay the penalty if you don't have to? Okay? Last thing, Fortune 500 do. If you don't like your tax bill, if every year you look at your tax bill and you get sick to the stomach, you don't understand why, make a plan during the tax year to lower your taxes with tax planning. I say this like, I constantly bring up tax planning. I don't know if it's maybe an intimidating thing. I don't know if maybe it's not fully understood or appreciated. But almost every year, I hear people complain about their tax bill, but they've done zero tax planning. If you don't want to pay such a high bill, you have to plan during the year to do things to lower that bill. It is very, very simple. It is very simple. The concept is simple. If you look at your tax bill and you don't like it, do tax planning. If you don't do tax planning, why are you complaining when you get your tax bill? The concept is very, very, very simple. Fortune 500, when y'all hear them in the news, Amazon pays $0 in taxes, Microsoft, Google, Apple, all of them. Know why? Why they don't pay no taxes or very little taxes. Even Trump. Okay, let's talk about our president paying $750 in taxes. How he do that? Mind you, they've already said they broke down how he did it. I made a post about it. All legit. They do it with tax planning throughout the year. They watch their money. Like I said in these first 3 points, they watch their money. They see it creeping up. When your income creep up, that means your tax bill won't creep up. So they make necessary changes so they don't have to pay the tax on it. That's what y'all need to do. Tax ain't no minimum threshold to start doing any of these things. They don't say, oh, you got to be out of school for a certain years. You got to make a certain amount of money. You got to be in business a certain amount of years. You got to have a certain amount on your team. None of that. It could be just you, not even made six figures, just coming out of school with a small beauty business, can still do tax planning and all of these other financial strategies, just like Fortune 500, just to make sure everything's on the up and up. I got one more thing and I'm going to let you go. I'm going to end this heart to heart. And I really hope it's resonating. I really hope it's resonating. Because you got to do not wait until you reach this level of success, whatever that means to you, or this dollar amount, or this years in business, to think that you're just going to start magically acting like a business. You got to start these habits now so that when you reach those upper levels of revenue, the six figures, the multiple six figures, you already been doing this. You already got good financial management habits, and you're able to still, have everything all on the up and up with accounting, tax, legal in your business. But if you wait till you get six figures or more to start acting like a company, it may be negative consequences because you won't be able to handle the money. You won't be able to juggle all the things because you won't be used to all the compliance and regulatory and accounting responsibilities of your business. So let me hit you with this one last thing. I said 5, this is going to be a bonus one. This one has to do with mindset. I want to just make a disclaimer. I am not a therapist. I am not a coach. Well, I'm not like a beauty business coach. I'm a numbers girl. That's what drives me, is numbers. What are the numbers and what story do they tell? And how can you use that information to better your business? My bonus of acting like a Fortune 500 is mindset. Mindset, being self-aware and knowing what you don't know, or knowing that you don't have time. Knowing when to outsource things. Okay, because you have two options, right? You're the owner of your business. So if you have the finances to outsource, and you should, because you're not taking care of the finances, you should outsource. Don't just ignore it like the numbers are going to go away, the taxes are going to go away. None of it's still going to be there. And the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get. And once you finally do outsource, the more money it's going to cost to fix. So if you got the finances, I hope you have the proper mindset to know when to go get professional help. Now, if you don't have the finances, and I empathize with that, I get it. Everybody ain't, don't have the finances to outsource right now. I get it. But you have to have the mindset to be like, this going to be something I have to learn myself and handle in my business, and not ignore as if it's going to go away, because it's not going to go away. It's just going to get worse. Okay, so ignoring your issue in no way, shape, or form is not going to make it better when it comes to the finances. So if you can't hire someone, set aside the time and have the patience to learn how to do it yourself. Okay? Those are my 5 steps to treating your small beauty business like a Fortune 500. I gave you a bonus one that was mindset. I do want to give you 2 last reminders. Okay? I have a fabulous new freebie. It's a checklist that will help you make sure that you are addressing all of the things that you have to address from a regulatory, accounting, and tax perspective. You can get that freebie with the first link in my bio. It's the Beauty Business Roadmap for Beautypreneurs. It's a very thorough checklist. I leave no stone unturned. Get it, keep it in your business. And it's not for new people. For those of you who see this, it's not just for new people. If you've been in business for a while, I challenge you to get the checklist and use it to audit your business. Use it to audit your business. Make sure that everything that applies to you on that checklist, you have in place in your business. If you do, great. You're awesome. You are operating like a Fortune 500. But if you don't, it's some work to do. It's some work that needs to be done. Okay. And then secondly, the Black Friday event, y'all. You got to RSVP for it. It is going to be the second link in my bio. You can go ahead and put your name on the guest list. Okay. The link to the virtual party will be sent out closer to the event in 2 weeks. But get on that VIP list. It is going to be phenomenal. I'm going to be unveiling an offer for you all that will be, it's just dreamy. We've been working on it for a while now. So check that out. It's going to be the second link in my bio to the Black Friday event. Get your name on the VIP guest list. If there are no questions, go ahead and, actually, if you're watching on replay, drop your questions in the comments and I'll address them. Or you can go ahead and, slide into my DM. We can talk it out that way, So yeah, 2 things. Get that freebie, first link in bio, and then get on that Black Friday VIP guest list. That's the second link, okay? I'm going to let y'all go. It's getting late. But again, I'm addressing comments, so leave them if you go. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a good night.